Well, good morning, and how are we all doing? I'm Cassandra B, and this is your energy report of the day. Today is April 7th. It is my parents' anniversary today. They have been married for 53 years. I have to say that's pretty incredible to say nowadays that, somebody's been married for over 50 years. So I'm very, very excited for my parents. Very happy that I have parents that were able to make it through all the good, the bad, and the ugly. So a very, very happy anniversary to my parents today. But let's get on with this. All right. Let's make sure we got live. Yes, we did. All is good. All right, let's get on with it. Today is Tuesday, April 7th. It is, there's some beautiful energy swirling through today. So the core energy today is focused momentum and clear direction. So the fire energy is still strong, pushing you to act, decide, and move forward. But there is a crucial message woven in. Not everything you think is clarity. So today we want to the clarity aspect of things today is a little bit, this day is to act yes, speak yes, move forward, but with discernment and awareness. We want to find the clarity, but you may not be as clear as you think you are. It's kind of the little bit here. So this morning with the moon squaring Mercury and Pallas, there is a mental tension, miscommunication, doubt in your own perspective. So stay in your own lane today. So you may feel pulled between the truth and others' opinions. Unsure whether to trust your own instincts. This is where people can start over-explaining, second-guessing themselves, swinging in overconfidence or to compensate for their actually unknowingness, that kind of shifting back and forth. You don't need to prove your perspective today, but you do need to stay anchored in it. So it doesn't matter if others are not seeing your perspective today. That's not what today is about. Today is about staying in your own lane and seeing your own perspective for what it is, really leaning into that and making sure that it is clear and that it is your truth and clarity that is flowing through. Today is not so much or this morning is not such a day is not a great morning to start with conversation and communication. It might be a little stagnant, a little stuck because we're trying to find our own clarity and other people can be a little bit triggering in the moment. So be careful how you're ebbing and flowing through today. And then, good morning, Lindsay. Then there is a Sagittarius moon trining the sun and Mercury in Aries. So there's a momentum that builds. This is motivation increases, directions become clear. So as we move through the day, clarity will set in a much better way. Much better. But the key today is focus on one thing, not 10 things. See, my brain is even a little bit, we're not wanting to worry about 10 things. We're wanting the next right thing. We're wanting to focus on that one thing that feels aligned, that feels true, that feels a little bit of like calmness within yourself. So avoid being scattered in your energy today, talking too much, trying to solve everything at once. Precision creates power today. So really kind of bring yourself into alignment with yourself. If you can do that, the rest will fall into place. It's really about understanding your own truth, your own space, your own ideas, it's a me day kind of. It's the me, but we're moving through the we. This is about being in space with others, but staying true and clear for your own self. There's a bit of a triggering, a bit of a poking, there's a bit of a, are you sure that's what you think kind of energy? So just be careful on that. If these are things that trigger you, maybe don't go into conversations this morning or early this afternoon. There is the mental theme today is discernment is coming online. With Mercury moving towards conjunction with Pallas, something important is building. There's a sharpening of intuition, strategy, pattern recognition. But today is the setup. It is not the actual. Good morning, Catherine. Today is the setup day. You are being shown where you doubt yourself. where you rely too much on external validation. Oh, you're so beautiful, you're so good, you're amazing. If you need that, go to the mirror. Say those things to yourself. Today is also showing us where the truth gets diluted. And that, I think, is actually one of the ones to be really clear and paying attention to. How our truth gets diluted, how the reality of what is gets diluted. Even stories, people trying to make it better, make it this, make it that. Then it starts to dilute from what the actual story is. My husband likes to do this with jokes. He always kind of tweaks it or changes it, which is fine because it's a joke, but sometimes it dilutes it or it makes it too long to go, I missed the punchline because the story a lot. That kind of dilution, over-explaining, under-explaining, not, changing it up to make it feel good so that people don't get triggered. We need to stop doing that. We don't want to dilute the truth. We don't want to dilute our stories. We don't want to dilute ourselves to come into space. So no diluting who you are. Truth is your inner knowing. Even if it is not fully formed yet, even if you are a little scattered, even if you're some moments you feel really aligned and the next moment you're like, I haven't got a clue on what I'm thinking. It's okay. Trust still that inner knowing. Listen in. If you can't trust it, you're not listening deep enough. Take a deep breath back. That's the big one, is really deep breathing will bring so much more to the surface, will bring so much more clarity to your mind. Nice deep breaths into the belly. We've been breathing from to here for so long. Think about it when you breathe. It's mostly just to here. Find if you can take that deep breath into your belly, fill it up, and really exhale all the shit you no longer want inside your system. Take a nice deep breath today. If you think about it, every time something awful has gone on, every time something scary has happened, every time some horrible grieving moment has happened, you go, and you take the deepest breath and you pull all of that trauma, fear, anxiety into your belly. The only way to also exhale that and remove that and shift that out is also to take a deep, good breath when you're in positive, when you're in balance. Breathe into that belly so that you can release all of that tension, anger, trauma, whatever is held inside your system. So the same way you take that deep breath when something awful happens, I want you to find a way to take a deep breath today to release all that has happened. That same energy of going as deep as you did in fear, I want you to go in deep in that as clarity, understanding, love, support, whatever it is that you need to breathe into your belly. So breathe, babies, breathe. It's a big day today to do some breathing. We have a Mars day today. This is Channel the Warrior. Tuesday brings in Mars energy. It's action, it's courage, it's forward movement. It is get her done. It is do the thing. It is tackle the task, move projects forward, taking decisive action, putting your thoughts into actual movement. This is the day. But there is a warning today with Mars. Mars without awareness becomes reactive, dismantling, defensive, combative. So if you are not aligned, and you can come across as fire to the face. Let's not do that. Don't pull a Cassandra today. We want to be grounded in our space and speak from our truth with love and compassion. No fire to the face. Don't do it. It's not a good day for that. There is so much power behind that you will walk away going, shoot, I wish I hadn't done that. Now guilt and shame and remorse, and now I gotta apologize, and all that is gonna swirl through you for the rest of the day, and it's gonna be magnetized because Mars has got a big energy today. So think before you speak, align with your truth, speak from an authentic space with love and compassion. Remember, is it going to help or is it going to hinder? Is it going to help move things forward, or is it going to make it so that you fall into grief and shame and all of those unworthy, unhealthy, unhappy things? Think about how you're moving through the world today. We do not want to get into that energy. We want to be direct, but not aggressive, right? Speak with compassion. We want to be certain. We want to be straightforward, but not aggressive. That's the fire to the face energy. I'm right, you're wrong. This is the way it's got to go. Ooh. Don't do it today. Today is not. That's a tomorrow day. Tomorrow is a much better day to have conversations where even if a little fire to the face comes in, it won't be taken as negatively as if you do it today. Mars does not like that energy unless the only time you can use that fire to the face is when you have not been heard, when nobody is getting it, when you're finally flipping done and you go, all right, I am going to purposely use the power of my voice with the energy of Mars to say enough is enough. This is not just a boundary. This is a freaking wall. Stop it. That a little fight of the face is okay. Because that is about making a boundary. That is about seeing yourself in truth. And that is also about coming aligned with in yourself to say, hey, this is not okay and it's not appropriate. Please stop. Still saying it in a compassionate, loving way, but with power and saying, no, enough, not happening anymore. If that's going to happen, I'm going to leave and remove myself from this scenario. That kind of energy is boundaries. So removing yourself from scenarios is a beautiful boundary. That's not putting up a wall. A wall is telling somebody else they have to change. A boundary is saying that is not appropriate in my space. That is not okay for me. That is not what I want in my scenario. And I'm going to remove myself unless you want to change your behavior. There you go. Those little things. So today is about communication guidance is simple and honest. Today is not the day for deep emotional processing conversations, long, complex explanations, trying to resolve everything rationally and relationally. This is not. Today is a day to be clear, to be conscious, say what needs to be said, no more, no less. And truth lands better when it's simple. We are not complicating things today. Simple. Say what you mean what you say. Simple, straightforward, clear, concise. Boom, done. Mars, power. Hey, let's do it. That kind of energy today. But then we have that beautiful, and this is why it's a great day to take a step back, because we have the eagle. And the eagle is all about that higher perspective, the clarity, the leadership, rising above the noise, above the situation, above the picture, seeing the bigger picture from what it is. This energy today is really supportive. So I got all my eyes on, because we're using our eagle eyes to really see what is going on. Not so much talky. We're wanting to see what is around us. See above the noise. Get a bigger perspective. Get a different perspective. See it from somebody else's angle and ideas. Remember, you haven't lived the other people's lives, so you are judging everything from your own perspective. Maybe you need to shift out today and think, well, what have they lived through? What has their life been like? And that's for our parents. That's for our grandparents, our partners, their families. We have this idea that everybody should be like us from our perspective. But remember, not everybody lived like our perspective. Matter of fact, most people didn't, because that's your own lived perspective. That's your own lived truth. So stop thinking that the person sitting next to you should have the same belief system when they haven't had the same life expectation or the same life system. So we need to see things from another person's perspective. We need to be more open to understanding that not everybody sees things the way we do, because they have not lived the life we have to have the lessons that we have, any more than we have lived the life they've had to have the lessons they have. So maybe today do a little more listening and a little less talking. Today is really about seeing all perspectives, bigger perspectives, a larger perspective on the world today. So the eagle does not get caught in small conflicts, distractions, emotional entanglements. I have watched the eagle sit in my yard and crows, literally. I do not know why big animals come to my yard and then go, hey, watch me get smacked around by freaking crows and magpies. Both the owl and the eagle sat in our yard. The eagle was only here for like an hour or so. The owl was here for several days. But to watch the patience and the understanding that I could snap your neck at a moment's notice, but you're not worth my time and effort. That's rising above. That's not engaging in that crap. Remember, if you engage, then it becomes about you. When you just look over it and go, really? And move away from the scenario, that's about your integrity. That's about your truth. That's about how you want to be seen in the world. Not getting bothered by the little blip, blip, blip. Go ahead, squawk away, throw crap at me, bump into me. That's okay. I'm not engaging with you because I'm not giving you my time or energy, because I am focused on where I'm going, on what I'm wanting, on what I'm doing. And you are just a crappy distraction. And I'm not getting caught up in those distractions. So be like the eagle today and don't get caught up in the distraction. Don't get caught up in these small worldly knickerdickings. We are the eagle today, the owl, because those are the energies of the day. We have the eagle of the day and we have the undercurrent of the owl. Both of these are there to support you into seeing your way forward, to keeping your eyes on the prize. Don't get distracted by the noise outside of you, because that's all it is noise outside of you. It's not your truth. It's a distraction. Those emotional entanglements that people are coming over to pull you away from your truth, from where you're headed, from where you're going. Remember, not everybody in your life is wanting the best for you. So make sure they're not just a distraction, keeping you away from what you're really wanting in your world. Think about that too. Do the people that you have in your life support you? Do the people you have in your life want to help you and want you to have the best? Or are the people in your world going, hey, just leave that for today. It'll be there tomorrow. Come on, let's go do this instead. Yeah, so what is your dream? It'll be there tomorrow. And how often does that happen? Daily, weekly, monthly? If it's monthly, then maybe it's time to, put that aside. I get really caught up in my own world. Maybe you do too. And so maybe some people come along and go, hey, you haven't left your house in a month. Maybe let's go for coffee. Let's go for lunch. Or is it somebody that comes around every couple of days and goes, hey, let's go out. Hey, let's go out. Because they don't want to focus on their own world. So they want to distract you from yours. It's amazing what distractions can come in and what people can do when they say they have the best of intentions, when their intentions are not the best. So use your eagle eyes today and see, are people in your world that want to help you fly forward? Or are people here like those magpies and the crows bumping into you, causing you distraction so that you don't see the bigger, better vision for yourself? What is going on for you? Try not to get distracted by the crazy that's going on in the world. Keep your eyes on the prize, move towards what you want, and just keep leaning forward into your best life. Today it asks that are you reacting from the ground, or are you choosing a higher vantage point? Are you getting caught up in the chaos down here, or are we able to get up above and see it from a better perspective? The owl continues to guide us beneath everything, seeing what is hidden. So using the eagle and the beautiful owl today, those two energies really are going to let you see what has been hidden, what you've been missing, those little details that you've maybe skipped over. This is going to help you. It's also bringing towards you the deeper truth that's been hidden, maybe that you weren't at that space yet. Those things are going to start to bubble up as we move through the next couple of weeks. So that deeper truth, those quiet discernments in yourself are going to get a little louder, are going to get a little bolder, are going to start moving forward, because it's time to start taking those steps forward. We've been sitting at a gateway for quite a while now, but it's the slow steps now. One step at a time. We're not running this year. As much as that fire horse wants us to gallop and run 100 miles an hour, that's not what we're doing. We are going to run in moments, and then we're going to be at slow paces. And then we're going to run at moments, and then we're going to be at slow paces. Right now, this is a bit of a slow pace. We're just starting to pick up momentum because we're not sure which gateway we actually are going through. So we need to see the path in front of us so that we can blindly know that our horse is going to lead us in the right direction. But right now, I think most of us have a lot of those gates closed going, I don't know what I want. I don't know where I'm going. The world seems so freaking crazy. I don't know what to do next. So maybe you on the fire horse have all the power and energy to move forward, but you have no flipping clue where to go. Yeah, it's a little bit of where we're sitting. Just trust that all you need to do is take one step forward, one step into where you're going, one step into your truth, one step into what you want for yourself. That's it, one step. So while the eagle lifts us upward, the owl brings us inward. So it's up and in, up and in, up and in. That beautiful, keep taking yourself higher and higher and higher into the different perspectives. It's kind of like going down the rabbit hole. Today we want to go higher in our frequency and find a way to bring up our joy, bring up our energy, bring up all of our stuffs. So that's what I really wish for you guys today. So we do have some challenging themes in here today though. Overconfidence versus inner truth, acting too quickly on incomplete information. That's a big one, especially with all the crazy news going on. Check your sources, check what's being put out there. Don't just post things that have been posted because, well, somebody so put. Make sure that it's true. Stop sharing false information. Make sure it's true information that you are sending forward. Be a part of the solution, not a part of the problem. Believe that certain when they're not. That is the big one. Believing that one thing is one way or another way. We need to get out of that unless we actually know it's our truth. Losing your perspective by leaning too much on others. My husband and I have been in these little arguments and conversations of different things going on in the world. And sometimes we can lean too much into people saying, oh yeah, and so you just trust them to go, whoa, when was the last time you fact checked on that? We need to trust ourselves, but stay open. We need to move forward, but stay aware. We need to not put our head in the sand. We need to get up above and see it for all it is. That's kind of the thing. So the energy practice for today is this morning, ground yourself before engaging with others. Clarify your priorities today. Then midday to take action on one key task. So this morning you may not be able to really do anything, you just might feel like, I'm just going to drink my coffee and do nothing today. That'll change by midnight. But this morning you might just need to spend a little time with you. Maybe pick up a book, do some journaling, have a little inner time. And then take that one action that you've come across and do that. Stay focused. Don't get distracted. Don't get into avoidance. Don't get into that kind of energy. And then later on this afternoon into the evening, the communication gets to be simple and honest. Step back from unnecessary conflict or comparison. And I will say, step back from unnecessary conflict and comparison all day. Do not engage in that energy. It will not turn out well. I'm warning you now. So if you do it, please come back and tell me how it turned out, because I'd really like to know. So today is moving forward with clarity, not noise. Rise above the distraction, trust your deeper knowing, and take action, but with intention. You don't need to have all the answers today. Matter of fact, you're not going to have most of them. So you just need to trust the direction in which you are being shown, and then take one big, beautiful, badass step in that direction. That's it. I know. I make it sound so simple. And trust me, I don't find it simple at all. Anyway, that's the day. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Trust that Mars has got a little extra grr today, but that ego really wants you to get up above, and the owl wants you to remember your wisdom, your knowledge, your patience, your clarity, your vision of seeing 360 degrees around you. Think about how that works for you today. Anyway, hope you have a beautiful day. I will be back on here in like 10 minutes with my next post, which is 30-day reset with me, Cassandra B. Anyway, have a beautiful day. And remember, we're only worried about our next best step. So get out there and take a next step into your badass you. And I'll see you again in 10 minutes for the next report. Bye.